When I was in the military, I served early 2000s, 2000 through 2005, and I was a voice and data administrator, basically, or as I tell my friends, an AT&T operator. Well, as a network administrator who moved into a network engineer role, I was putting in 50 to 60 hours a week for somebody else who just expected me to work for them and live for them. And that's when I got turned on to the Vetrepreneur franchising system and decided I could put 50 or 60 hours in for myself and feel a lot happier about it and reap the rewards. Well, first off, it's a veteran-based program, and it's run by veterans, people who understand where I'm coming from. They know my work ethic, they know my personality, things like that. And it was, the big thing was it was a guided system. It was almost foolproof, was a big thing for me, where they were able to answer my questions, point me in the right direction, and help me out when I needed help on some of the questions I couldn't find answers for. Honestly, it was being able to talk to some of those companies and better understand what they could not quite offer me, what the opportunity was, is what it was. When I got to talk to some of the franchises and understand what it was they were doing, not just for them, but how they could help me, that was my selling point. Once I realized that everybody was there to truly help me, Vetrepreneur and the franchises, that was it right there. That's what sold me. Oh yeah, so when I got to work with George DeCou, I think is how you say his name. He's a Air Force veteran himself. Again, he understands my personality and work ethic. He was there for any questions I had, no matter how dumb they sounded or repetitive they might have been. He was there to answer my questions, point me in the right directions, and if he didn't know, he found out. So that right there was a good thing. He did stay on top of me. Life gets busy. We all tend to forget things, and he made sure that he was checking in with me every week or two just to make sure I hadn't dropped the ball or I was doing my research, the things I had promised him to do, or even that I hadn't lost interest, make sure that I was still interested in the program. So yeah, George really kind of motivated me from the perspective of stay with it and good things can come out of it. Oh yeah, the whole system was beneficial. The hardest thing about anything is starting, getting that ball rolling, because if you aren't taking that step forward, you're never going to get to step 3, 4, or 5 or anything past there. And I think the biggest holdback that I've ever had when I've looked at this before was reaching out to those franchises or getting that information directly from the horse's mouth, as one might say. And that's where the 10-step program from Vetrepreneur came in and helped me. They were able to say, this is where you're going to start, this is where you're going to go to next. And once I got a firm grip on that and was able to talk to a franchise, I took off on my own, to the point that George had to go, what step are you on now? So but yeah, the hardest part was getting started. After that, it was easy because the system's set up to succeed. Going through Vetrepreneur and using those services provided, I shouldn't say provided, but offered me opportunities that I wouldn't have thought of before. So that was a good thing that came out of it, was just looking outside my little box and seeing what else I might be good at, where I can use those skills of hard work and dedication. Yeah, so I'm actually extremely excited, still very highly motivated that this is happening. And it's a great feeling. It truly is, knowing that I'm starting on a new path in which I control the destiny of it. And the only thing that's going to interfere is either my laziness or that's about it, because it's all up to me and I control my own destiny in this case. My faith and trust came from a community I believe in, and that's veterans. We're here for each other. We look out for each other's backs. We're here to hold each other up when we have to and take care of each other. So for the skeptics out there, keep that in mind when you're working with the Vetrepreneur services. It's not just a random face or another number that you're dealing with. It's a community that you are a part of and continue to be a part of for the rest of your life. And like I said, without you guys, without Vetrepreneur, I probably wouldn't have taken this chance. And so far, it's been a good gamble. Because in this case, one of the benefits to this is not only am I working for myself, but I'm able to give back to my community. A lot of the machines I put out, I plan on, and I've already got this in agreement, giving back to local youth sports or foundations such as Bella's Blessings, which is a good friend of mine who his daughter survived brain cancer just a couple years ago. So that brings a bit of pride to me personally, knowing that I can give back, and it's based on all the support from everybody in our community.